It's time to go much faster with a Thrustmaster. Good afternoon, welcome to Turbo Tortoise Tech. If you're new here, I'm Reese of the 4-piece variety or Triple XL. If you know me, I really love peripherals. They are the most fun. They are what makes the PC experience cool, ultimately, for me. Honestly, over the last 3 years, having done hundreds of tech reviews, everything is kind of good. By that I mean CPUs and RAM and processors and everything. It's so ludicrously powerful these days. You buy a mid-range sort of GPU, like 10K, it doesn't matter if you're buying from AMD or Nvidia, it's gonna be good, is the TLDR. It's the same thing for monitors. They've come down in price massively. But peripherals is where the experience just gets completed in a way that it just makes the whole experience worth the experience. And this T.Flight Stick X, I haven't seen too many reviews on this, so I really hope I do this one justice, because this might be one of the full end-to-end shot reviews for this product ever, which is weird because it's been out for a really long time. It's just a really good bang for buck joystick is the TLDR. We'll look at the box, and yeah, there's nothing really to speak about inside the box, just a couple of manuals and such. And then obviously this joystick, which has 12 buttons, which has active remapping on it as well, which is kind of sick. And then a dual preset mode where you can have it in the T.Flight Thrustmaster preset and then in its own preset. And it's got a couple of other little tricks up its sleeve that really set it apart from joysticks in this sort of facet. But let's start from the top. So the joystick itself has a really good ergonomic feel, has to be said, even for a bigger hand like mine. 6 foot, this is an adjustable table, just for reference. And it feels really good. Okay, it's got a trigger on the front, obviously, and then 2 buttons on the back. The only one button on this that I didn't like was the 3rd button, which is towards the front over here. And it's just, I'm a little bit nitpicky over the mounting of it. It's a little bit loose compared to the others and doesn't feel the greatest. In general though, I've got to say I like this old school style plastic. On the initial look at it, you think that it's poor quality, but it's actually really tough. This thing isn't built from sticks and string, which is a really good thing because you'll have it then for a considerable amount of time. Looking further down, we get to the nice rubberized shroud around the joystick as well, which then obviously is there to just protect from dust and stuff and make sure that you obviously keep the fluidity of the joystick over there. And then there's this faux sort of aluminium, it's actually plastic, within it all bolted around there to make sure that it keeps its shape. Let's say that it's gonna hold together, is the TLDR for that. The base is absolutely massive, and that is for a reason, so that it maintains stability. I saw someone complaining about when you push it forward, it does lift, as it were, at the back. It is harder to get it, but I mean, you're gonna feel the bottom out before the joystick lifts forward, and your hand should be on the side here anyway, because they've really set this up ingeniously. So the throttle area has a groove in it, which is absolutely perfect for your thumb. It also has a midpoint click. You hear that there? That's the tactile feedback to show you you're at 50% throttle, which is flippin' awesome that is there, because a lot of games, and especially the one I played the most with this, the old Rogue Squadron, really benefits from that. And in most games, especially with flight sim and stuff, you do turn faster when you slow down on the throttle. So it's nice to know that that's the exact midpoint over there, so you don't have to look down or kind of muscle memory. You've got a tactile area that's going to tell you when you're hitting that point. Then you've got the 8 other buttons that's across the bottom over here. So these ones are made in a way that your fingers can just sit just like that, and then your thumb is there for the throttle, and then these are just at your fingertips like that, which is absolutely perfect. And then you've got 2 more on the back right over here, 11 and 12, which on your PS3 is your start and select, and on your PC then they can be remapped to pretty much anything you want. So you've got 12 buttons and actuation inputs, which makes it perfect for things like War Thunder, where it does have a preset setup, which I'm did fly around in a bit, but I kept breaking my landing gear and stuff looking at buttons. But I still managed to shoot down a couple of MiGs, which was, yes, it was still a lot of fun. And then you've got your mapping and your preset buttons. And these two really set this apart from other joysticks in the facet that you can remap using the mapping button on the fly. So you can hold it in, you can insert the key that it's currently mapped to, and then you can remap it to, so say for instance I wanted to take something from 5 to 8 as an example, I can use the mapping key to do that, is the long and the short of it. And then you've got two preset modes. So you see it's got a green light over there, and then it changes red for the default one and green for your mapping preset. And then it holds that mapping on here. It's got its own little EEPROM inside of its brain. It's got its own little ROM so that all of your mapping and stuff is stored there. And that wasn't cool enough. The piece there is just dance. The thing that I really was not ready for is on the bottom over here. In the middle of the base, there is a joystick resistance dial, which you can then change so that it fits the resistance pattern that you're looking for. So if you want it lighter, you can do so. If you want it heavier, you can do so. It doesn't affect the twist grip on the rudder, which is quite narrow, but you get used to it. It does have pretty, like, that is actuating it. So it's got a bit of travel. It's not the most ever, I won't lie, under the sun, but for 400 Rand currently on Evetech, it's an absolute steal. These are quoted as $50 on the Thrustmaster store, and honestly I would be very happy to have paid about $40. Maybe I would say 45 is a bit of a stretch. I think 50 is a little bit stupid or small. So $40 would be very, very nice. The only thing on this that I feel needs to change a little bit is this 3 over here. It is a little bit loose and rattly, which you can hear. I'm not even really clicking it. But they all feel really good on, especially the trigger. The trigger is absolutely fantastic. And then the buttons that are on the bottom over here, the inside 4 over here feel a little bit better than 5. 5 is just, it's weird. It's got like a little bit of a bad mount over there once again. But that's about it. Those are the only drawbacks to this. If you were looking at it, perhaps for doing some, Microsoft Flight Sim, it's supported. It's got a profile for that. There are a ton of default profiles. There's even one for X-Flight that you can add in a little module to that, like a mod in to mod X-Flight so that you can use it there. It's kind of comprehensive. I mean, L2 is on that list, War Thunder is on that list, and for a game that's not on that list, as an example, like Star Wars Rogue Squadron, it pre-mapped everything because it's just using the numbered buttons because that's what it detects in the USB game controller, which it does have its own little driver, which you can then obviously use to test it a bit more thoroughly, and it turns the throttle and the twist grip into actual X and Y axes as well. So yeah, it's very, very complete. And so then it's got the feature set, but what about the performance? It was absolutely sublime. I had so much fun. I played the snot out of Star Wars Squadron. I didn't expect to play Squadrons that much. I was just kind of booting it up to have a feel for the joystick because I was like, this is a newer version of what I loved, which was X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. And then yeah, this just kind of took it to the next level. That was the first game I absolutely obsessed over that was on MechWarrior 2. So yeah, I kind of like those kinds of futuristic sci-fi kinds of games, and so yeah, that was right up my alley. Being a War Thunder fan though, you'd be perfectly fine with this, especially for like realistic. It's not a full sim level. You're gonna want the Hoters, which are also on special at Evetech right now, so maybe look at that. They'll have very similar joysticks to this, just within the Hoters quadrant on the left hand side, and those are like $700. So there's really good deals on these right now, so check them out. Anywho, that is all I have for you on the T.Flight Stick X from Thrustmaster. If you have enjoyed this review, please let us up with a like and subscribe, and I will see you on the flip side.
ties down. Yes! Come on, people! That quasar's gotta go! Yeah! Way to deal with that quasar! Nice work. Squadron, form up. I think we're clear. For now. Let's make the most of it. Echo Squadron, bring the convoy and Linden here to a safer position. We're on it. Admiral, I know. And facing its turrets this time. It's okay, our fleet's coming. Well, not fast enough. Fleet is now at your location. Echo Squadron, keep the convoy safe while the flagship engages the Vigilance. Leave it to us. Wait. The Empire's sending in a raider to intercept the convoy. We have to take that raider down. Pilot, with me. Almost in range. Get ready. Titan 3. You're officially part of the Squadron now.